70% of the crypto market is Bitcoin, Ether, Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash. Why did I name those four? They're not securities. 3/4 of this market is probably not securities. Over 70% of the crypto market is Bitcoin, Ether, Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash. Why did I name those four? They're not securities. 3/4 of this market is probably not securities. Over 70% of the crypto market is Bitcoin, Ether, Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash.
Guys, we got a lot of breaking news today. A lot of breaking news. This is Gary G talking about his thoughts on what's a security and not a security and what cryptos have got through the door. Also, I got some clips from the hearing, the future of innovation.
For 5 minutes.
This is actually an amazing clip right here. Also, XRP breaks bullish record. You guys are going to want to hear about this. XRP breaks the new bullish record. According to recent report, recent analytics show that XRP is getting more attention from the market than ever before. And this is a two article within one article. And they also hit on top Australian exchange adds first XRP pair, which is really significant. Also, guys, we're going to try something new today. I went and watched some of the top XRP channels and seeing what the biggest news of the day was out of some of the top XRP content creators. So we're going to talk about DAI's video today. XRP Army breaks through, which is actually a really good video, and there's something I want to hit on in this video. Shout out to Crypto Eddie. Ripple exposes SEC Hinman speech providing XRP, proving XRP was never given a fair evaluation, which Crypto Eddie hit on a really good point in this video. I'm going to have to highlight also. And while we're highlighting videos of top content creators, I want to talk about BitBoy's video last night on the huge Ben coin update
that are going to provide real, actual, tangible benefits.
We're going to talk about this too, guys. So we got a lot to talk about today. I am Bullzilla, the hidden gem hunter, the portfolio melter. I am not a financial advisor. I am documenting my journey. Oh, and people like talking price, so I found an XRP price prediction for you. Oh yeah, that's right. And we're early today. Yeah, we're early today. I got so much news, I had to come on early. So much news, I had to come on early today.
Why did I name those four? They're not securities. 3/4 of this market is probably not securities.
3/4 of this market is not securities. Where in the world did this clip right here from Gary G come from? 3/4 of the cryptos are not securities. I never heard this before either, guys. And we're going to touch on the Hinman documents. And I actually found something amazing. In DAI video, DAI has been beating this drum for quite some time about the ETH free pass, the Hinman documents that prove that easily. We're going to talk about that, the ETH free pass. And actually, I'm really glad that I watched Digital Asset Investor's video, because it really takes me back to the time when I was in crypto. He actually highlighted a lot of topics that we talked about in the past, as far as the ETH free pass, Bitcoin maxis, Ethereum maxis, and you know, he was talking my kind of talk, because I remember them days like it was yesterday. So we're going to talk about DAI's video also. And over 70% of crypto, what, GG?
Over 70% of the crypto market is Bitcoin, Ether, Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash.
No, that's ironic, guys. That is so ironic that he says Bitcoin, Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, and Ethereum. Because one that jumps out at me on this one right away is Litecoin. We're early. First member gets pinned. Litecoin. Because I said it was kind of ironic with the lawsuit with Binance USA that Litecoin was not pointed out. And I said I kind of felt that Litecoin got through the door. And then with PayPal listing Litecoin, that kind of proves that also. So Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin, Ethereum may have got a free pass.
Why did I name those four? They're not securities.
They're not securities, says GG. So we already know those four got through the door.
3/4 of this market is probably not securities.
3/4 of this market is probably not securities. Oh, that's right. Let's send a tweet out to let the world know we made it and we're early today. Because I don't think the world knows Joey Pass. We're early today. I want to try something new. And plus, we got a lot to talk about. I did a lot of research today. We're going to hit on a lot of hard-hitting topics in the world of cryptocurrency. Let me see one thing. I got my CKJ shirt on. I got my CKJ shirt on. CKJ Crypto News. Shout out to my legendary brother Empire Money, who brought this shirt to me all the way from Canada. He brought this shirt all the way down from Canada. Oh, we gotta do the price thing. My apologies. Can XRP price really hit 50? We're gonna talk about it. Actually, I got an amazing article. Who did I get that article from? I can't recall offhand, but we'll talk about it when we get to it. XRP breaks new bullish record. This is actually really good too. This is actually a really good article, which goes into the largest Australian exchange adds the largest. Oh, VeChain new partner. This is huge too. VeChain is trending. Breaking news. VeChain Technology has partnered with Frac, a fractional asset trading platform. Yeah, fractional. And this is what Dave Schwartz talked about when he talked about micropayments, fractional reserves. So we're going to talk about that too. Oh, guys, I got an amazing Hinman video. This is like breaking news, too. You guys might have seen this Hinman video, which is amazing. Some of the connections behind this. This one right here, I don't know if you guys seen this.
Director of Corporation Finance William Hinman gave a high-profile speech.
High-profile speech, we're going to talk about this. The famous, infamous Hinman speech, which is actually an amazing video. We live. Should I say we live early? Yeah, I know y'all shocked out there right now. We is live early. That's the only thing I hate about Twitter Blue is it really uploads the video slow. XRP Ledger trending. Judge Torres trending. Bullish family trending. We're early today. Let's close that. Oh, Bitcoin is now live in the Volta app. I wanted to paste this in our tweet. Bitcoin is now live in the Volta app. And shout out to our winners from last night's show. You know, we gave out 40,000 XRPayNet on last night's show. Beekeeper got paid too. Where's Beekeeper at? I sent Beekeeper his. I asked him, did he receive it yet? I don't know if I got the DM back from him yet. Bitcoin is now live in the Volta app. So now what I was saying, guys, the security has been beefed up with the Volta app. You can access multiple assets. Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, XRPL assets. Choose between custodial or non-custodial wallet and enjoy the seamless Bitcoin transactions with XRPayNet. Where's my phone at? Let me see if Beekeeper got his. We're early today. Oh, Beekeeper. There's Beekeeper right there. Beekeeper, did you receive that, my brother? Because I sent it to you. Big dog status. The theme of today's show, it's a great day to be a pioneer. So we covered the Gary Gensler video. Oh, watch this, guys. Oh, let me get the chat open here so I can see what's going on here. So basically, guys, yesterday, the future of digital asset, providing clarity for digital asset ecosystem. There was a huge, a 4-hour congressional hearing on digital assets. And I've been trying to watch it so I can get some clips out of it. And I found this clip, which is really good. And we all know French Hill. French Hill is like the one that's in charge of the innovation over Congress now. He's supposed to be like the top guy in innovation department. French Hill right here, 4-hour hearing. So I pulled this clip out of it so far.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Before we get to the substantive question of what to do with crypto, we as a country have to answer a more fundamental question. Who among us should get to decide the future of emerging technologies like crypto and blockchain? Should it be Chair Gary Gensler, an unelected bureaucrat who answers only to himself? Or should it be the United States Congress, whose members are elected by and therefore accountable to the people?
Accountable to the people and elected officials, should be reliable for the innovation of digital currency, not a self-absorbed bureaucrat, Gary Gensler.
So we as a country have to answer a more fundamental question. Who among us should get to decide the future of emerging technologies like crypto?
And that's the main question we're asking. Who among us should decide the regulation and laws of emerging technology? And guys, we are the forefront of emerging technology. We are pioneers in a new asset class. That's why this is a very exciting time. It actually makes me think of a clip out of BitBoy's video I watched this morning where he said, you know, this is the dream. You know, what is the dream? Opportunity is the dream. And I'll elaborate more on that when we show BitBoy's videos shortly. But we don't even have clear-cut rules of the road yet. So we still are pioneers in a new asset class.
Crypto and blockchain. Should it be Chair Gary Gensler, an unelected bureaucrat who answers only to
unelected
himself? Or should it be the United States Congress, whose members are elected by and therefore accountable to the people?
Yeah.
And so, Mr. 𝕤𝕚𝕟, do you believe, as I do, that an act of Congress would be the most democratic means by which to decide the future of digital assets?
Thank you for the question, Congressman Torres. I do agree, and in fact, the Presidential Working Group specifically asked Congress to act urgently on this matter over a year and a half ago. And so I believe it's critical that Congress does take ball control here.
You know, there are crypto companies like Circle that strive to be compliant with the law, and then there are crypto companies that seem intent on willfully evading the law. And yet Mr. Gensler appears to see no difference at all between the two.
He said Gary Gensler sees no difference of a compliant company and a non-compliant company. He treats them all the same. Enforcement, and that's not right. And I think the world's starting to take notice.
He treats them all as one and the same. His enforcement has been indiscriminate in nature.
Right on the money right there. Torres, representing New York District, New York Senator, understands. I am BuLLZiLLa, the hidden gem hunter, the portfolio melter. We're early today. If you guys can show some love, smash that thumbs up. Helps out the channel in a big way. We got a lot to talk about. The future of innovation. That's what we're covering. The future of innovation. XRP 589. I'm so glad they redid this one with the 589. That's amazing. 589 lives forever. XRP breaks new bullish record. We're going to talk about that. Recent report. XRP get more attention, and I actually got this one from Going Blind. XRP breaks new bullish record. Actually, should we go to this one first? We might as well. And then, guys, I'm going to cover, and I am going to flip it up a little bit with the cover in BitBoy's video, Crypto Eddie and DAI's. I'm just trying something different. Let me know what you guys think about it when we do it shortly. I took some of the best hard-hitting information, what they had to offer, because I kind of wanted to see what was the top crypto news circulating. And plus, I also wanted to get their insight on the Hinman docs. So, just try something different. Recent analytic report shows that XRP is getting more attention from market than ever before. Popular on-chain data, and actually I got this from Going Blind. Shout out to Going Blind, was on fire with the news. Popular on-chain data vendor has tweeted that 3 top altcoins, Ethereum, XRP, and Binance Coin are on the rise in social terms of sentiment at the moment. Interest in XRP, ETH, BNB, Doge, ADA jumps. Here's the reasons. Stated that major driver of rising interest of cryptocurrencies has soared since March. According to the chart, Ethereum is taking the biggest chunk of the social interest. Aside from ETH and XRP, ADA are also attracting the community interest and are being actively discussed at the moment. So they're tracking these cryptos to Alligator Fitness. Also, top Australian exchange adds first XRP pair. Oh, did y'all see this news over here, guys? I read this morning too. This is pretty interesting. Ripple CTO says Uniswap is not decentralized. That's pretty interesting too. He basically says that the Uniswap Foundation controls Uniswap, so it's not decentralized. That's kind of interesting. Maybe we'll talk about this on XRP after dark because I already got a whole show pulled up. The biggest Australia-based crypto platform and the very first one founded there announced that it's expanding the range of crypto assets it offers to XRP, the standards. Is anybody here from Australia? And yes, we were early. Dana girl. We're having a great day now that you're here. John 3:16, blessings to you and the whole wide world. However, the Hinman documents that were published recently by the SEC at the judge's demand contain a phrase that XRP should not be classified as an investment contract. At the time of writing this, the sixth biggest digital currency is changing hands at 50 cents. So social adoption up, largest exchanger listing XRP pairs. I actually want to go to this Crypto Eddie video part. This is pretty interesting. We're going to jump to this. So, today I decided to check out what was going on with some of the top channels I came up with, like Crypto Eddie, for example. Crypto Eddie. I hope I'm saying it right. Ari Eddie. I always mess it up. My apologies. So, basically, guys, I remember when Crypto Eddie first started, and I kind of wanted to see what her thoughts was on the Hinman documents because she always does really good content. And congrats to her success. She's up to 100,000 followers. Holy moly. Way to go, Crypto Eddie. So, in Crypto Eddie's video, she touched on Jungle Inc. So, we're actually hitting a lot of stones here. Because we got Jungle Inc. Of course, we came up with Jungle also. Crypto Eddie. So, basically, she highlights the fact that Jungle Inc. asked Brad Garlinghouse about the Hinman documents. And Big BG responded. Jungle said, Big BG, any thoughts ahead of the Hinman doc release? And Brad Garlinghouse responded. He said, I wish I could go in depth, but we've waited this long, 18 plus months. I don't want to overstep. Say S utterly, and I believe it'll be all worth the wait. All worth the wait.
With Jungle Inc. when he asked Brad Garlinghouse if he had any thoughts ahead of the release, and he couldn't go into depth at that time, but he has gone into depth just about 5 minutes ago. We've all waited 18 plus months, and he and Stu Alderati thought that it was well worth the wait. Well, I can tell you, it looks like it was. The docs began dropping at about 2 a.m. East Coast time. There are thousands upon thousands of pages. In fact, here's a transcript just alone of David Schwartz when he gave his deposition, and it's 416 pages. The crypto law team, which is John Deaton's firm, is pulling together all the documents unsealed overnight and will begin posting them in the Crypto Laws document library.
No, that's pretty interesting. Many may not know that, but John Deaton is over top of crypto law, and they're basically going through the documents as we speak, and I'm pretty sure we're going to be getting a lot of good snippets out of the Hinman documents that are unreleased yet. Well, they're released, but, I'm pretty sure they're still going through them. So we'll probably get some good information out of that over the next couple of days.
And they'll have some tweet links as it proceeds. I heard from a Twitter space that it was taking hours to download.
hours to download. So that's like a lot of documents right there. I'm like, whoa. So Crypto Eddie got a lot of good hard-hitting information here.
Before we go over the tweets that came from the General Counsel Stu Alderati and the Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse, they have included a video. I want to play that for you now.
Now this video right here, this is what really made me bring this to the attention of the world, because this is an amazing video right here, guys. Amazing video. And I actually I had to track this original video down, and I got it pulled up in here somewhere. Let me see. You guys are gonna wait till you see this video. It's amazing. And okay, here we go. I had to track this video down right here. So basically, she got it from Stuart Otterly. It's been 5 years since Bill Hinman gave his infamous speech, and through the SEC lawsuit against Ripple and 7 court orders, we can finally share what happened behind the scenes through the now public emails, drafts, and speech. Now this is, I'm just going to show you guys like 2 clips out of here, but they connect the dots big time on this one.
On June 14, 2018, then SEC Director of Corporation Finance William Hinman gave a high-profile speech.
High-profile speech. Director of SEC at the time, William Hinman, so we're setting the scene here.
Where he declared that a token is not a security.
Where he declared a token is not a security. And this actually laid the foundation for the ETH free pass that DAI talks about, which is like at the front of everything now. We're going to talk more about that when I show you DAI's video.
When it becomes, quote, sufficiently decentralized.
Plain and simple right there. Hinman says when an asset becomes sufficiently decentralized, it is not a security. Now, you can really look at this both ways, because most are saying, okay, well, did ETH get a free pass? Or could we use this definition for cryptocurrency in general? Like we're having a hard time understanding what's a security and not a security. Sufficiently decentralized is no longer a security.
But internal emails and documents show that senior SEC officials repeatedly warned Hinman that his speech wasn't true to the law.
They basically said his speech wasn't true to the law on what he was saying, but at the same time, I don't think he really cared, because they were in direct talks with Joe Lubin and Vitalik from the ETH Foundation.
And would greatly confuse the markets even more than they already were. Now, after more than 2 years and 7 court orders, we can finally share some of what we found in the Hinman speech documents. The SEC head of trading and markets warned Hinman that he was making up factors that, quote, go beyond the typical Howey analysis, as in not in the law, and that the speech could lead to not just confusion, but greater confusion on what is a security.
I agree.
Hinman ignored him.
If the network on which the token or coin is to function is sufficiently decentralized, and the purchasers no longer have a reasonable expectation that a person or a group is going to carry out essential managerial or entrepreneurial efforts, those assets might not represent an investment contract.
Bam. Plain and simple right there. There goes the ETH free pass. Right there, straight from Hinman's mouth.
The same official told Hinman he should tie his speech, quote, more closely and explicitly to the Howey analysis.
And I'm going to speed this up a little bit, because I actually kind of want to get to the good part where it really ties Jay Clayton together. SEC weighs in. Okay, so this is where it gets kind of good too, because the SEC does weigh in on ICOs. Because basically Ethereum did have an ICO. But he's saying Ethereum had an ICO and it's still not a security. So that's kind of interesting.
Asset.
Both trading and markets and the General Counsel also disagreed with Hinman's belief that if a network was sufficiently decentralized, information asymmetries would no longer exist, noting that a network creator would likely have more information than a retail holder, using 𝕊𝕙𝕗𝕐𝕗 as an example. They warned Hinman that
they referenced 𝕤𝕗𝕗, the Ethereum co-founder. Like, what kind of ties does the SEC and the ETH Foundation have?
By creating this, quote, other category and focusing on information asymmetries, he was exposing a regulatory gap that the SEC may not have the jurisdiction to fill. Again, Hinman ignored them.
As the network becomes more truly decentralized, the ability to even to identify a promoter or to make the requisite, and someone that could actually make the requisite disclosures becomes in many cases difficult or and perhaps much less meaningful.
On June 4th,
who's paying this guy?
Hinman wrote that he didn't see a, quote, need.
Oh, okay, this is good right here. So basically, June 4, 2018, they got the document. We do not need to regulate Ether as a security. So basically, right there, bam, was the free pass. Free pass, black and white, written down. Going blind.
Need to regulate Ether as a security and set up a call.
And we also called 𝕤𝕠𝕚𝕤 later this week to confirm our understanding of how Ethereum Foundation operates. Like, come on, guys. There it is right there. Attached to draft speech he mentioned, he suggests we do not need to see a regulate Ethereum as it is currently offered as a security. The language in the bracket and would use in the agreement. We also have a call with 𝕤𝕠𝕚𝕤 later this week to confirm our understanding of how Ethereum Foundation works. We do not need to regulate Ether as a security. Hope I pronounced that right.
With Ethereum's co-founder, Vitalik Buterin.
But this is crazy, though, because at the same time, a lot of companies that may have produced their token the same way of Ethereum, they can rely on this information and say that, hey, we're not a security. We did it the same way Ethereum did it. So there's just like some unanswered questions in how to proceed with the law.
Later that week to, quote, confirm our
And we're calling 𝕤𝕠𝕚𝕤, come on.
understanding. On June 11th, the SEC's own general counsel advised against including any direct statement about Ether in the speech.
Oh, no wonder GG was ducking, so many questions when they try not to identify any particular digital currency.
Because it would be difficult for the SEC to, quote, take a different position on Ether in the future. The next day, Trading and Markets wrote that the statements about Ether were, quote, likely to create more confusion. Hinman ignored all of them and decided to make headlines, picking winners and losers.
Picking winners and losers.
Instead.
Moreover, putting aside the fundraising that accompanied the creation of Ether.
The fundraising, which is basically the ETH ICO. So I'm not going to get into that too much, but this is where it got sticky. DAI covers it really well also.
Based on my understanding of the present state of Ether, the Ethereum network, its decentralized structure, we believe current offers and sales of Ether are not securities transactions.
So, oh my God, that right there could not get more clear. He basically said the ICO sales of Ethereum are not a security. Like, is somebody paying this guy? Who's paying him? 𝕤𝕠𝕚𝕤?
Current offers and sales of Ether are not securities transactions.
So how could this be so this really contradicts everything the SEC says. So you're trying to say Ripple's a security and they didn't even have an ICO type sale. But Ethereum is not a security and they had an ICO and they have the Ethereum Foundation. Come on, Hinman.
The emails show that Hinman knew he wasn't following the law. He knew he was making things up. And he knew that his speech would result in greater confusion in an already confused market. But Hinman went ahead with the speech anyway. And the SEC, despite knowing all this, touted the speech repeatedly. The SEC chairman himself pointed market participants to the speech.
Bill Hinman.
Now, this is interesting right here, guys, because this is Jay Clayton. For many that may not know, Jay Clayton is also the one who started the lawsuit with Ripple. And now Jay Clayton, SEC chairman, he's going to reference Bill Hinman's speech, giving clarity to crypto or particular assets.
Recently outlined the approach we take to evaluate whether a digital asset is a security. And I encourage you to take a look at Bill's speech.
And I encourage you to take a look at Bill's speech. Ethereum's getting the free pass big time. I bet DAI is just like, whoa. I know when DAI saw this speech, he flipped out.
Which is available on our website.
On the SEC website, Hinman's speech says Ethereum is not a security.
The SEC knew the speech didn't follow the law. The SEC knew the speech would create greater confusion. And the SEC knew Hinman was making things up. So why is the Hinman speech still on the SEC's website?
I actually want to try to find that Hinman speech on the SEC website. Is that still on the website? Does anybody know? Big Keeper, did you receive that XRPayNet from the winning 10K last night? So you guys get that right there. Shout out to Crypto Eddie. She actually had an amazing video where Ripple exposes SEC William Hinman's speech, proving XRP was never given a fair evaluation by the HOWEY Law. And the link in the description for Crypto Eddie's video, which is a must-see. I got this video from this clip from her video because I kind of wanted to see what top XRP channels were saying about the whole Hinman speech. So that was well worth that research right there. I'm like, whoa. So plus now I think we all got a better understanding of, you know, what's going on with the Hinman docs. That's what I'm saying, guys. We're early today. Matter of fact, this is the time that we're supposed to go live right now, 1. So most likely people's going to come in here like, whoa, Bullzilla's already live. Yeah. So if you're just stepping into the room, can you please smash that thumbs up, hit that subscribe. We got a lot to talk about today. A lot to talk about. Matter of fact, oh my, I always forget to read my little, I write down so much stuff before the stream, and I always forget to cover this. Oh, shout out to Life's Tough, Ripple Rich, Beekeeper, Jimmy Hinton, all won 10K XRPayNet last night. And so far, I believe that Beekeeper sent me his information, and I paid Beekeeper this morning. Did you receive that, Beekeeper? So that was last night's live stream, guys. We did a giveaway, which we do giveaways all the time, which are completely free just for being here. Never send crypto or anything for the giveaways, completely free. I'm hoping Beekeeper says yes, he received it. Because it was like a little option. I was just, because you can use the regular address or the X address, and I just used one of the addresses. So I'm kind of curious, did that go through? So, as we move on, we got Crypto Eddie. I want to talk about this also. And I was like really debating big time on talking about this BitBoy thing with the Ben coin. I was debating on talking about this big time. But I'm like, why not? We'll talk about it. Because really I'm crypto news. I kind of want to cover everything what's going on in the world of crypto. So to act like other guys aren't talking about this or this ain't happening, we got to be informed on what's going on in the world. Bam, Beekeeper got his 10K XRPayNet. Bam. So make sure you guys download the Volta app. Link in the description. I wonder if that link still go to the same wallet though. Because even though they upgraded the app, do I got to upgrade the link? But if you go to our Telegram group, you can get the app, Volta app, or you can download the new wallet. It's amazing now with the upgrade. Amazing upgrade on the wallet. And Beekeeper was one of the winners, and I sent him the 10K XRPayNet. So we're still looking for, and I was just going to send Team Green 100K because people probably could have got paid quicker. But then when I searched my DMs, Beekeeper was the only one that sent me information. So I'm only assuming Life's Tough, Ripple Rich, and Jimmy Hinton probably didn't download the wallet yet. But once you download that wallet, send me your information and I will pay you ASAP, just like Beekeeper got paid. So I want to talk about BitBoy and the Ben coin real quick. Thank you, Elizabeth. Bam. I want to talk about the Ben coin real quick. The Ben coin. Now, I will be honest. At first, I had like a lot of different emotions about this token. As far as like a content creator launching a token in his likeness. Like, oh, the Ben token. Ben Nation. Ben coin. You know. And then, congratulations to the winner. After I got to thinking about it more, I mean, whether you love BitBoy or hate BitBoy, his journey has been somewhat inspiring. As far as like BitBoy has 1.5 million subscribers. I'm like, whoa, 1.5 million subscribers. When I first got in digital currency in 2017, I thought like 1,000 subscribers was going to be huge. Like, man, if I get to 1,000 subscribers, that means they love me and it's going to be a big deal. Like 1,000 subscribers. And when I got to 5,000, I'm like, whoa, 5,000 subscribers. And then 10, the point is, I never pictured crypto channels being 1 million subscribers. So for BitBoy to hit 1 million subscribers, like, wow, that's amazing and very inspiring. So now, I don't follow it too closely, but now I've noticed they launched the Ben token, and it's called Huge Ben Coin Update. And after I got to thinking about it, after watching the video, and I'm not saying get the Ben token, don't get the Ben token. It's up to you what you guys want to do. I'm not a financial advisor, but I got to kind of thinking, like, BitBoy did hit 1 million subscribers. I mean, you never know. Like, BitBoy has been somewhat, of a person that surprises us as far as like, whoa, BitBoy had 1 million subscribers. BitBoy did this. Oh, BitBoy, like, so you never know. Maybe Bitcoin could be a big deal, or it could be a flop. I mean, crypto is very risky, I'll say that. But I do want to see nothing but success for, you know, crypto content creators for sure. And what else I noticed about this is the Stake up here. I guess Stake is one of their sponsors also. And that kind of like really inspired me. Not inspired me, but it just really made me realize when I first got in crypto, like crypto wasn't really thought about sponsors or, you know, launching tokens or, you know, it's kind of like bringing the crypto news. And watching BitBoy, I guess he examined all the options of taking your channel to the next level with sponsorships and partnerships and launching tokens. And, you know, it's just kind of interesting to see somebody take things to the next level as far as like how serious you want to be with crypto or, you know, some of the partnerships they got. And hey, that's inspiring also. So they launched the BIN token. Here's some of the information what BitBoy has to say about the BIN coin
to the Bitcoin holder community. So the Bitcoin holders are getting benefits, and also together we're all working towards growing crypto adoption, of course, but we really want to attack both sides. We want the Bitcoin holders, right, to feel benefits. Benefits.
I remember when I had BitBoy on the show, he always has like these little corny jokes like benefits, but and I'm not saying get the Bitcoin, not get the Bitcoin. You know, it's just interesting to see a content creator talk about a token and their likeness. Has anybody else seen BitBoy or heard anything about the Bitcoin or the Ben Nation? That's kind of interesting. I mean, I'm like, you know what's crazy is like I never expected BitBoy to hit 1 million subscribers. So what happened if Bitcoin became like the global currency? Like the Bitcoin is now the global currency. Like sometimes in crypto, it's been really the unexpected. Like when Doge got listed on Binance USA. Now, is Bitcoin a meme token? Because there's also some drama uncovered with like Ben.eth, and they launched a token called Ben.eth, and then he was supposed to be part of that team, and then he supposedly got into it with the guy, and then they had a separation, and then he launched his own token, and in this token, he's also talking about some other meme tokens. Like there's like a little meme movement going on. So okay, so like I said, I'm only getting like bits and pieces because I don't really follow BitBoy daily, so I'm only getting like snippets. But Liz says he didn't create it though. Okay, it was created by another Twitter influencer, and he took over the project. Okay, so he didn't create the token. So I'm also noticing that too. What, he's like friends with this guy named Ben.eth. Now Ben.eth created a token too, and they were supposed to be partners. And I'm kind of curious about the Ben.eth person, as you know, a lot of these avatars are just pictures. And he's arguing with the guy from Ben.eth. It's interesting developments. Okay, so the guy from the Ben.eth guy he created the Ben token. So I believe then they got into it, and then maybe he relaunched a different token. But then what's interesting in here is, like I said, I don't really follow it that much, but then I guess there was something where he had like his phone got hacked through a SIM hack, and he's supposed to be like suing Verizon.
For, and that's really what Bitcoin is all about. You know, is pushing this adoption and regulation in the right way, education in the right way, and public awareness. Maybe it's working with strategic partners.
It's gonna be here at the end.
That 0.25 ETH was not just the money. It was $700,000 total that was stolen between Bitcoin, ETH, and other assets.
So basically, he's saying that somehow he went to Verizon and they did a SIM swap on his phone, and 700,000 of Ben.eth was hacked, maybe?
Were pretty big with Bitcoin. It's $700,000 total that was stolen between Bitcoin, ETH, and other assets. But we're working on it. We're fighting for you guys. I hate that happened. And I hate it for the Bitcoin community, definitely the worst. Because
I wish I'd have been following us a little bit closer so I could have all the details. But from what I understand, he's saying he's suing Verizon because maybe he went to the Verizon store with his phone and they did a SIM swap on him and they hacked his Bitcoin. I mean, come on, bro. All right, let me calm down. Like, I have no idea. I don't have all the facts. And I'm definitely not here to point the finger at nobody. I'm just saying how interesting it is to see BitBoy, you know, 1 million subscribers, launched the token. Now there's something with Verizon and the SIM swaps. And I guess what? More money, more problems?
For some of you guys, like, this is your ticket this week.
Oh, this is what I was saying about this is the ticket as far as the dream is cryptocurrency. And the way he words this is, you know, Bitcoin could be your ticket to the dream. Well, I think cryptocurrency is our ticket to the dream for sure as far as being involved in the evolution of money. Will Bitcoin be that coin? Hey, I have no idea. I got to do more research. But I like the way he words it as far as opportunity.
And I hate it for the Bitcoin community, definitely the worst. Because for some of you guys, like, this is your ticket. This is the way you view it. You view Bitcoin as your ticket in the bull run to your 100x.
He says this is your ticket to your 100x.
I know that's what people think, and so there are people that lost small.
BitBoy knows I'm all doing this in a laughable type of way. I have no, you know, I'm not bashing him at all, not like that. I'm just having a little bit of fun here. And like I just said, BitBoy has been known to cross Rubicons that haven't been crossed. I'll say that.
Small amounts, like, you know, 0.25 ETH, but that 0.25 ETH was not just the money, it was the dream that they had, that money represented, that crypto represented, that could become the life-changing thing for them down the road. And I get that, and I'm sympathetic to that. But just like I said on the show yesterday, remember, if you did lose money, if you did connect your wallet, it's your fault. Like,
it's your fault.
It's a very sensitive thing.
He said Ben pumps Ben. Ben pumps Ben. You know, I don't know what happened here as far as like, I guess they were saying once you connected to maybe get the Ben token or something, if you hit a link, they was able to drain your wallet or something. Something happened really weird. And I guess he's saying that you are responsible. And I guess at the end of the day, it is each individual's responsibility to know what link you're clicking. But I mean, at the same time, there is a lot of newer people in crypto that just don't understand.
Because I understand you lost money, but you have to own that ownership that you had bad OPSEC, you had bad security procedures. That's really what happened here. You shouldn't just click on a random link and go connect a wallet. They can give access to everything, right? You don't just do that unless you really, really, really know what it is. I never said anything about this coin, never talked about it, never hinted at it, the coin that the guy made up, the hacker made up. And that's why when we are able to work out a compensation plan, start paying people back, starting with Bitcoin, you're going to have to go and do a security course. We're going to have a BitLab Academy security.
Okay, now I understand why everybody in the comments was talking about good idea on the security course. So basically now they're saying, okay, if maybe you're going to do some of the type of these purchase options, that maybe you should have like a little bit of, you know-how. Oh, don't hit this link. So now they're going to do like security courses. I mean, it's really inspiring how BitBoy is webbed out as far as with the partnerships and the some of the connections he's made. It's been an interesting journey to watch.
You're going to have to take before you get your funds back, because we want you to stay safe in the future. So it's been a good day. Bitcoin's up 11-12% right now on the day. I feel like there was a bottom. We're moving in the right direction. I can't guarantee prices or price movement, but there was a $100,000 buy, 50 ETH buy today. Things are heading in a positive direction, guys.
Good God Almighty! And by no way, guys, am I saying get the Ben token. I mean, of course, do your own research and all that. And my really talking about BitBoy was not to say, oh, let's check out this Ben token. That wasn't really the option. I mean, that really wasn't the plan. I guess it was more or less just saying, wow, BitBoy hit 1 million subscribers. Congrats on that. Launched his own token. He surprised me that he hit 1 million subscribers. Could Ben token shock the world? I have no idea. Crypto is unpredictable. So, and that's how I wanted to change things up a little bit today. And we went early. Is I said, all right, I'm going to go through some of the top channels that I came up with just to see what their hot topic is. So BitBoy's video caught my attention. Huge Bitcoin updates. I said, okay, we'll talk about that. And then Crypto Eddie's video caught my attention as far as the Hinman doc release, because Crypto Eddie does really good research, and I wanted to see her point of view on the Hinman doc and what she had to say. Shout out to Crypto Eddie. Actually, I was the first one to have her. Matter of fact, hold up. Now that I think about it, I was the first one to have BitBoy on the show. I was the first one to have Crypto Eddie on the show. Huh? Uh-oh. Spread the word. Bullzilla's coming. I'm coming. Spread the word. And shout out to DAI. He hits on a really good point, too. I want to talk about really quick in DAI's video. I hope they don't mind me highlighting their videos like this. And I thought it was a really good way to hit all hot top topics from some of the best.
1, 0, liftoff. We have a liftoff.
No, I was really happy to see DAI come into the XRP army back in the day, because, you know, I felt like it took some of the pressure off my shoulders as far as carrying the weight. And actually, I really like the way DAI talks, because he kind of talks like our day as far as like the Bitcoin maxis, the ETH free pass. Because whenever I say Bitcoin maxi now, I feel kind of weird a little bit. But if you're from the time I'm from in crypto, it makes sense. And you'll see what I mean. Tell him, DAI.
Get soaked in order to get.
Now, I'll set the scene real quick, guys. He has a partnership with 𝕊𝕚𝕚𝕤, where you actually can purchase pre-IPO shares of Ripple. And when I watched this video, it really came to my conclusion of how the man has designed a system to keep us down. As far as being an accredited investor, or what it takes to be an accredited investor, or to even buy securities. And he explains it. To be an accredited investor, you have to have a net worth of $1 million. Why would a person have to have a net worth of $1 million to be involved in markets? That's wrong. That's wrong. Like, there should be an option for the little man to get involved in opportunities as far as letting their money that they make work for them. And actually, I'm telling you, when I was watching the that congressional hearing on digital assets, this is why crypto and innovation is an amazing point in the crossroads of the internet, because it's brought people to understand banking, information, and money. As far as people are really starting to take a serious look at what a accredited investor is. And on the one speech, they're actually trying to open the door to, on this speech right here, of
4 or 5 minutes.
You know, defining why a accredited investor has to have so much money to get involved in markets. And DAI kind of covers it, makes a good point here about it too. And I'm show you what I mean.
I just had to get out in it and had to get soaked in order to get my son off to somewhere. So anyway, here we go. I wanted something I don't think I covered, but I wanted to make sure I did. This article here on Yahoo Finance from a few days ago. Want to invest in private securities? You may need to pass an exam under this bill. It's talking about accredited investors, and I wanted to address this since Link2 is one of my sponsors. Right now, anyone who wants to purchase an unregistered security such as shares in a hedge fund or private equity fund needs to show that the SEC considers they're what the SEC considers an accredited investor. To qualify, you need to net a net worth of more than $1 million, not including your home, more than $200,000 a year in income, $300,000 if you're married, or significant experience as an investment professional. Otherwise, your money is off limits to private placement or other unregistered.
Oh,
This is OutSystems.
Guys, did y'all hear the definition of what makes accredited an investor? And this is basically what they're trying to say, that anybody that buys a security, you should meet these requirements. We're like, hold up. That's insane. That right there shuts out 90% of everybody. And that's not right. Anyone who wants to purchase an unregistered security, shares in a hedge fund or private equity fund, which basically is somewhat of a company having an ICO, private equity. And that's what they don't understand. Like, really, Ethereum would have been a private equity fund raising money from the public. And you really would have had to be an accredited investor to purchase stocks in that. And this is one thing they're actually examining too in the future of digital currency. And the when I showed you the one clip of Torres from New York, and this is why people were really getting involved with politics a little bit more as far as like who we elect. Because if we're not getting involved in politics and we're letting any official get in there, they're just creating laws for their friends only. They're not creating laws for me or for you or for this small man. And this is why cryptocurrency is that opportunity. And I believe we need to have some of these assets before they're really labeled legally. And we already have them in our wallet because we was able to access them, like XRP, XLM. Right now, anyone who wants, so basically to qualify, you need a net worth of more than 1 million. More than 200,000 a year income. Are they out of their mind or what? Talk about trying to close out the little man going blind.
Opportunity for All Investors Act of 2023.
Okay, so now DAI flips it around. There's an equal opportunity for all investor acts on the House floor, which needs to pass. It needs to pass. The equal opportunity for all investors would instruct the SEC to create an accredited investor certification exam that would allow investors to demonstrate that they have knowledge and understanding required to participate in the private market. Why is it a private market? Why do we have to go through courses to play with our markets? And this is why cryptocurrency was such a big deal, because with the internet, it really brought it to our door. Like, this is why we couldn't get involved in stocks and different things before, because they make this really web weave of their buddies. It kind of reminds me of like when Dave Chappelle was talking about Trump, and where Trump was like, I haven't paid taxes in 10 years. And Hillary Clinton called Trump out for not paying taxes. And she was like, you didn't pay taxes in 10 years. And Trump was like, that makes me smart. That makes me smart. And he's like, your friends didn't pay taxes either. The thing is, they're creating these laws to benefit themselves, and we're voting for them.
Would instruct the SEC to create an accredited investor certification exam that would allow investors to demonstrate they have the knowledge and understanding required to participate in the private market. The exam would be administered by FINRA. Do you know how monstrous that if that happened, do you know how big that would be?
That would be huge. That would be huge.
For a company like Link2?
Now, oh yeah, for Link2 also. Now, Link2 is one of DAI's sponsor. Now, Link2 sells pre-IPO shares, but you have to be an accredited investor to buy pre-IPO shares. What in the... Talk about trying to close out the little man, though. As far as like to buy pre-IPO shares, you have to be an accredited investor. That's kind of strange. I don't know. But shout out to DAI with that sponsorship. That's a big deal too. We got to get some sponsors. We got to get some connections.
Who is one of my sponsors?
So, okay. So hold on. This is maybe the list of Link2 pre-IPO opportunities. So pre-IPO and Ripple, pre-IPO and Link2, Uphold, Ledger, Chainalysis, Polysign. That's interesting.
It would be massive because all of a sudden it would open up Link2 to a potential customer base that includes vastly more people. So
yeah, because right now vastly more people are not included.
Link2, I own Link2 shares. I own Ripple shares. The ones you're looking at here: Polysign, Ripple, Link2, Uphold. What else? Those are the ones I have right now, I think, that I'm seeing. But anyway, Link2 shares are on the platform. That is my largest holding, and the Link2 shares are on the platform right now. So I just wanted to go over that so everybody's aware of what's potentially coming. But the link to that is in the top of the description of this video. Now, let's go on. Now, all
right, that's part one, what I wanted to cover on DAIs real quick. Part one was the Link2 sponsorship, the pre-IPOs, the accredited investors. It's like, whoa. I know when I first got in crypto, it was kind of interesting. It was like a lot of fun just talking about crypto and, you know, which crypto is going to be big deal. And shout out to DAI. He crushing it. I'm glad to see him take off 200,000 subscribers. And some of these guys are getting these sponsorships and these deals and stake and Link2, which is all good. I mean, I guess it takes your, able to, invest more time and money into your channel, which creates opportunity. And I guess it's good to see crypto mature. It's good to see crypto mature. That's the point. And so that's the point of the story. It's good to see crypto mature. I think I got to mature with it. I'm thinking of some things behind the scenes. So next point is he talks about Twitter Spaces, which I was talking to Team Green on the phone about Twitter Spaces, which I think maybe we should have some of those. But he talks about how the Bitcoin maxis are finally opening up to XRP because it wasn't like that back in the day. And in this Twitter Spaces, he talks about John Deaton being surrounded by Bitcoin maxis and laying the XRP law down. Tell him, DAI.
Before, this was so funny to listen to because it's John Deaton yesterday in a Spaces, and what you have to understand, folks, and don't you cannot underestimate. I've watched it for 5+ years. The Bitcoin and Ethereum maxi people, not only is 𝕝𝕝𝕟𝕤𝕤 real, but these people, and even though supposedly all of crypto's fighting together now, you don't understand the hate that the Bitcoin and Ethereum maxi people have had for Ripple and XRP in all these years.
Did y'all just hear what DAI said? People don't understand the struggle back in 2017 with the Bitcoin maxis and the ETH maxis. They hated XRP.
And even though they're now having to listen to the fact that it's the XRP community who, in essence, has potentially saved many of their butts.
Tell them, DAI.
Despite them trying to hurt Ripple and XRP all this time. They're coming into these things and having to listen to John Deaton tell it like it is. And I have to tell you, it's hilarious. And I can prove this, by the way. One of those maxis is 𝕤𝕚𝕟𝕚𝕚 or 𝕤𝕚𝕝𝕟. How do you... 𝕤𝕚𝕟, okay?
Okay.
This is her right here. She's Bitcoin maxi, I think, is where she falls. Here's a little tweet from back in the day. I don't forget things. May 24th, 2021, or she tweeted it that day or the day before. Barry Silbert had tweeted, what if there was one company that was behind most of the Bitcoin energy usage FUD? Now that would make for a sensational story for somebody to write. And she retweets it and says, starts with RIP and ends with PLE. They also spent the most on lobbying the last 3 years. And Brad Garlinghouse had replied to her and said, it's beyond flattering that you think Ripple is the puppet master behind Elon Musk, countless scientists, governments, crypto enthusiasts, and others who have stated the facts about BTC's energy use. So you can see the seething hatred that they had. I mean, and don't think that that's all gone away either. So,
and he said, don't think that's all gone away. So guys, you know, the reason I kind of highlighted that right there is because whenever I talk about Bitcoin maxis and some of the stuff we had to go through, I guess it's really the time frame that you got in cryptocurrency. Like the newer people probably wouldn't remember the maxi eras, and you know, we came up in that time, so it's always fresh in our mind. And that's why I always reference like, oh, now he's bullish on XRP, but now it used to be a Bitcoin maxi, but now they're bullish on XRP. Are they? Or is some just riding that algorithm?
So to listen to this in that context, and others who have stated the facts about BTC's energy use. So you can see the seething hatred that they had. I mean, and don't think that that's all gone away either.
Oh, don't think it's all gone away. Tell them, DAI.
So to listen to this in that context and listen to John Deaton.
Oh, yes.
Because these podcasts right here, the one with this Mario 𝕤𝕝𝕝, I don't know how you say his last name. He seems like
all Bitcoin maxis. Just having my cup of coffee. So basically, what he's going to highlight, I'll just basically tell you what he's going to say. He's basically going to say John Deaton was on a Twitter Spaces surrounded by Bitcoin maxis laying it down about XRP, and he knows they wasn't liking it.
His Spaces, and the people in there are people like Rand Neuner. If you remember, Rand Neuner's the one that had...
We remember Rand Neuner well, big time Bitcoin maxi.
Tushar Jain on from Multicoin Capital and teed him up to talk about how he's shorting XRP and all that back in 2018.
Yeah.
Rand Neuner's been one of the guys. He's the guy that would tee up all of these guys.
Rand Neuner's from Crypto Banter, in case you guys don't know. I met Rand Neuner in New York also when he was sitting there drooling over Dave Schwartz, drooling.
He's in that whole crew too, and he's been on their spaces a lot. And you'll notice in their spaces, until yesterday, they don't ever let XRP people up on stage. Now this Mario guy will. He's actually invited me to be on his spaces, but most of the people that are up on these stages are Bitcoin and Ethereum people. And anyway, I think I laid the foundation right.
Yeah, you did. DAI.
This isn't a fucking conspiracy theory. This is a monkey could prove that he violated 18 USC 208. I can do that.
Have at it. 2-3 minutes. Go.
All right. So basically, Hinman, Jay Clayton's firm, and Sullivan and Cromwell. Joe Lubin did a fantastic job when in high.
He's calling out everybody. Joe Lubin, the SEC with the ETH pass.
Sullivan and Cromwell,
which is actually behind the FTX, which are the lawyers that were like appointed, which is really strange also.
Attorneys, as soon as Clayton was appointed, made one the deputy general counsel, and basically that guaranteed a meeting. December 13th, 2017, Joe Lubin and Consensus meet with Hinman, and they discuss an alliance. The general counsel of Consensus the next day, December.
He just said Joe Lubin met with the SEC and they created an alliance, and this is in front of all the ETH maxis right here. They don't like that.
14. I got all this proof on my site. Says we're building an alliance with the SEC.
Joe Lubin, ETH founder, we're building an alliance with the SEC. This is like going to be, I think this is going to be even bigger than we think as far as the ETH free pass.
Between that moment and June 8th, when they met with Vitalik, 6 to 8 meetings were made with Hinman and the ETH folks, including Chris Dixon at A16Z. Jay Clayton went to Chris Dixon, A16Z, said, put a memo together. Lowell Ness, their attorney in crypto, wrote him.
You just don't understand how it pains some of these .ETH people to listen to this, to have him on that stage.
Get him, DAI. So you guys get the point. So basically, DAI is highlighting that John Denton is getting his time to shine in front of the ETH Max land as far as he explains to them about the ETH free pass. So I think you guys understand what happened there, right? Or XRP since birth. He's from our time too. XRP since birth. Good morning, my brother. Guys, I'd like to welcome everybody to the #1 crypto show on the planet. If you guys can show some love, smash that thumbs up, hit that subscribe. Today I wanted to highlight some of the biggest channels and see their thoughts on the Hinman docs. So we covered DAI, Crypto Eddie in the video. We also ran across BitBoy's Ben Nation token. I wanted to talk about that, and I thought that was kind of interesting. But and so I kind of wanted to switch the show up a little bit today. Thank you, Elizabeth. I appreciate that because we're going to get out of here. Guys, here's our Telegram group, the baddest crypto group on the planet. The baddest crypto group on the planet. The baddest family. Make sure you guys hit that link. Join our Telegram group. And let me know what you guys think about the show today in the comments, because I'm actually trying to look for ideas and ways to improve the show. Was it a good idea to highlight other content creators and see what they were talking about? Or is that considered like riding off of their content? Because I was kind of thinking about like, you know, like Entertainment Tonight, right? Entertainment Tonight, they covers what's going on in the world as far as like, oh, this person said this person said this. So, I mean, I don't know if I want to implement that into the show where maybe I cover some of the hottest topics from other people's videos, or do I just continue with the path I've always done as far as going down my own rabbit hole and doing my own research? But I don't know. It's just I think I'm in a big time crossroads on how we're gonna do this. Ripples, all Ripple Wells in the building. As far as like I said, I wouldn't mind getting a chart guy like BitBoy has come on, do charts for a few minutes. As far as having like co-host, just I don't know. I'm thinking of all kind of ideas. So if you guys got any interesting ideas on how I should proceed to make the channel better, please comment below in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. I'll definitely go through the comments. I'm open to all options. I love to get Dad on the show. Teamwork makes the dream work. Bam, you got that right. XRP since birth is a legend. Good to see you, Ripple Wells. Much love. Shout out to Martin Ramon. Gone blind. 5 CRV, about 4. I got 51 million bin. and it costs 13 in gas. Good Lord. You know, that's another thing that's kind of interesting too, is like, you know, as far as like these guys are selling these tokens, right? Because I'm only assuming you got to trade ETH. So what, like the ETH goes into this pot, and they're like, I don't even want to get into that aspect of it. But shout out to Martin. Thank you for some of that data. And so hold on, it looks like it's lubing up the whole world of crypto, because Ethereum, $13 gas fee also. Thank you, CPR. I appreciate that. He says, great show today. Got loads of ideas. Let them rip in the comments, bro. I appreciate it for sure. Shout out to our winners last night, guys. Life is Tough, Ripple Rich, Beekeeper, Jimmy Hinton, all 110K, XRPayNet. We gave away. We do giveaways all the time, completely free. Make sure you download that XRPayNet wallet so you could be our next winner. Minion. Bitcoin and Ethereum subscribers on Reddit reach all-time high. Bam. I'm not going to go on this one because we're getting out of here right now. So I think we hit our hour. But Bullzilla is on Reddit. Network with more YouTubers live. I think that's a good idea too, as far as networking with YouTubers live. And I think that'd be a good idea too. I think, I don't know, I was just like with BitBoy, he got like a lot going on in his show. I'm not trying to like funnel traffic to his show, but as far as the guy coming in on the charts and the co-host in this corner, and I just think it makes the show better for like more of interaction and more of opinions on one show than just one person. Most shows got multiple people now anyway. Like I said, a lot of the shows I watch, as far as, I just think it'd be better with like multiple opinions. Anybody out there want to come on the show, let me know in the comments below. All you gotta do is hit your Zoom link. I can send you the Zoom link to your phone or whatever. So, you know, you never know. Ripple Whales, he's an OG. Thank you, Elizabeth. Here goes our link for that Volta app. Yeah, them gas fees are insane. Going Blind, you was on fire with the news today. Thank you big time, Going Blind. Actually, I found your page like right before I was about to go live. Going Blind right here. You got an amazing Twitter, bro. Make sure you guys follow Going Blind. He has the best crypto news on the planet. And look at his banner. That's love right there. The Bullzilla banner, the Bullzilla channel. And he had a bunch of good news. Cosmos. I'm glad I ran across this. Can XRP price really hit 50? This would actually really destroyed the whole video if we didn't cover this. Because, of course, you know, since we're at the end of the video, I do apologize for putting prices in the title sometimes. You know, sometimes it is clickbaity a little bit. So for the new people, they might be upset. But the people that's been here a long time, they already know what's going on. They're bullish. Can XRP price really hit 50? This crypto analyst thinks yes. I'm always open to all bullish predictions. Going Blind. Blame Going Blind. It was on his page. Analysts suggest that XRP is currently in accumulation phase and calculates the price rally needed to hit the ultimate $50 price. XRP has recently attempted to break out, reaching a 2-month high at 56 cents before facing resistance. Next XRP price target is $2. No, actually, I did hear BitBoy saying, does he expect significant price movement on the day lawsuit ends? I think so, me personally. Oh, CPR says we moving in today. Tell him, CPR. Edgar's analysis is based on the weekly chart of XRP, which indicates various resistance levels represented by color codes. Breaking through the lower yellow region located will break through to 73 cents. It's crucial for XRP to move towards the higher price. So this will be like our chart guy coming in for a moment and breaking down some charts. Is there any chart guys out there? Let me know in the comments below that you want to come on and do some charts for like 10 minutes. Anybody got any chart skills? That's what I'm saying too. BitBoy created a hell of a team, and that's why teamwork makes the dream work. I've talked to BitBoy. I'm like, bro, what happened? Lay out the plan for me. He laid it all out for me. What you got to do. Teamwork makes the dream work. That's basically the whole conversation. Analysts emphasize the importance of conviction when it refers to the area spanning from 73 cents to $2. This zone signifies the potential surge in XRP price. I like how they call the one, it's going to be in here in 1 second. It's called the Valhalla movement. Where's it at? Let me see. Despite he believes it still has the potential to XRP to surge within. Okay, so he says we're going to go to the Valhalla region, which is like, you know, in Vikings, that's like heaven, Valhalla. Despite this, he believes there's potential for XRP to surge within the Valhalla region, a price range spanning between $2.80 to $4.60, which represents the wave 1 of the micro that could potentially go to $1 before embarking on a significant journey to wave 3. So these chart guys really break it down, don't they? Wave 3, $12. Wave 3, 0.2.8 equals 50. I'm just reading this. The XRP case outcome was around the corner, and the release of the Hinman docs had a little impact on the price. As of right now, XRP is trading at 51 cents, a 0.07% increase. So you guys get that. Is it possible? From the chart guys, it says once we break through this is possible. Break through this is possible. So, sky is the limit, says this analyst. Going blind. Thank you big time. Thank you, John316. I appreciate that today. Guys, we got... Oh, that's right, my iPad died, so I can't see how many people we got right now. If you guys can smash that thumbs up, hit that subscribe. I hope everybody has an amazing Wednesday. Happy 6/14. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. Don't forget to subscribe. If you're one of last night's winners... Oh, I didn't even read some of these important notes. I had notes on everything. Yeah, because I wanted to cover the Bitcoin. Oh, he talks about the lobbyist partners. He went to D.C. The BitBoy hack. 700K supposedly took. XRP breaks new bullish records. Oh, Bullish Eddie from Tokyo. We talked about that. She highlighted Jungle Inc. Jungle Inc. responded to Big BG. I thought that was pretty interesting. Clayton reference to the Hinman docs and the SEC website. That was pretty interesting. DAI XRP Army breaks through. He had a really good video. He talked about 𝕊𝕐𝕗. It's also one of his sponsors. That's pretty interesting. You have to have a network of $1 million. That's pretty insane. Twitter space John Deaton, Hinman docs, free ETH pass, BTC maxis, upset. Oh, Hinman ties to Alibaba and Jay Clayton. That was pretty interesting. Oh, okay. Then the last thing I wrote is I noticed BitBoy is really getting kind of involved with these memers. And I noticed they got like this. I'm not even going to mention this token because people might think I'm promoting it. But it's just a lot going on in the world of crypto. Make sure you guys smash that thumbs up, hit that subscribe. Let's get some comments below, some thumbs up. Let's know how we should proceed in the evolution of money. Matter of fact, I've been talking to Tails a lot lately too. Make sure you guys check out Crypto Tails on YouTube and social media. Nah, we was early today, bro, and I'm out of here right now, actually. Crypto Kid, we hit 334. Yeah, 300. Oh yeah, that's right. I remember. Oh yeah, this video was suited 334 price range per XRP. Oh, that was the first video that really just had people going bananas. They were upset with that XRP since birth. They're like 334. What? They were like, oh man. And then they were like upset about the $334 prediction. And then all of a sudden we started getting 10K predictions and 1K and 589. I was like, whoa. Tony Bags, Elizabeth, Tails, have a good day. We was early today. Make sure you guys subscribe. I want to start going earlier, I believe. We're going to make a lot of changes. A lot of guests on the show. A lot of changes. Bullish family number 1. Yeah. Smash that thumbs up. Hit that subscribe. Okay, there we go. Uh-oh. Maybe we shouldn't use price predictions 3 days in a row. No, it'll be good for the views. For after the stream. Ripple Whales, Tony Bags, going blind. Shout out to all the moderators and shout out to the members. Become a member to the channel. It helps out in a big way. I appreciate it. And I'm going to see you guys on the next live stream. Much love.